It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. I have a good one for you today, my friends. We're going back to some Metallica. So it's a Metallica Monday, it's a Metal Monday, it's whatever kind of Monday you want, but we've got some Metallica to accompany us, so it's going to be a good one, right? So it has been a while since I did some Metallica, and I've been meaning to get back to them, but the one that I really want to get to first, I know they've got some new tunes, is this song called Anesthesia, Pulling Teeth. If there is a song in the last 6 months by this band that has been requested more, I don't know it, right? So this is one that is actually a bass solo that is written and performed by the original bassist of the band, Cliff Burton. And it is included on the band's debut album, Kill 'Em All. And it is the only Metallica track to be written solely by Cliff. So in the song, apparently he makes use of his bass as a true lead instrument instead of just playing the lowest note, which is what the bass player normally has to do. So in my read-in, I see that we're going to expect some heavy distortion usage. He's going to be doing some wah-wah pedaling and some tapping along with this. So I'm really intrigued to see Cliff doing his thing. That is why I am going to a video performance of this and not just the audio from the original recording. This solo, friends, is really important to the formation of the band because Lars and James heard Cliff playing this solo with another band. And it prompted them to try to recruit him into Metallica, and they were successful in doing so. So this version that we're going to see is recorded from a performance live in Chicago in August of 1983, and that was about a month after Kill 'Em All, their debut album, was released. So let's take a look and see what they are up to with Anesthesia, Pulling Teeth. Off we go.
Are you ready to get your teeth pulled?
I don't have anesthesia yet, so
Are you ready to do it, Cliff?
let's do it, Cliff.
Mr. Cliff Burton, all right.
Burton. All right. Wow. I think his head moves when the music moves. There it is. Play soul. Look at him go. Arpeggios around different chords here. Into the major key. Goes into. Now he's moved. Sounds like a guitar. So now he's down lower on the neck and he moves. He's all over the neck board. Right. Some feedback. His fingers going. Boy, he sets it up great. Larson with the drums with him. Whoa! What an unbelievable player, y'all. It's a really interesting bass solo because he gives you something to listen to at every turn. Pretty sure that's just all over an E minor 7th chord that he's soloing through. And look, he was up tapping some. Oh. Double time. There's James. James is like, I'm not doing anything, but I'm having a great time. There he goes a little bit. The rest of the band joins in. And wow. And it's done. You know, it's not often that we get to hear the bass playing lead while the guitars are playing rhythm and just backing stuff. Unbelievable. You know, there's a lot of stuff in that reminds me of Baroque music, and that's the era of music that we think of Bach and Handel most at the top of the list during that time period. Vivaldi is also from that time period, and some of their contemporaries, where they're doing a lot of these broken chords, just outlining the chords, because a lot of the instruments that they had, especially keyboard instruments at the time, didn't have a sustain pedal, friends. So if you wanted to keep hearing the chord after a second or two, you had to keep like arpeggiating the notes to get them to sound, and so that was part of the style during that time period, and Cliff was channeling a bit of that, and with a lot of other techniques as well. What a cool guy. You know, I was too young to really understand who he was at the time. He was an avid and dedicated musician. He began, as a lot of us did, as a kid with piano lessons. And then he took up the bass at the age of 13, and I found this fascinating and sad, y'all. He dedicated himself to being a great bass player, partly in honor of his brother, who died of a brain aneurysm when Cliff was just 13. And so that must have been a traumatic thing for him, and a traumatic thing for the family now to have both of their sons, dying too soon, right? Cliff has cited Geddy Lee, Geezer Butler, Stanley Clarke, Lemmy Kilmister, Phil Lynott. Those are some great players, y'all, as some of his major influences in his style of playing. And after this recording, after Kill 'Em All, he would go on with Metallica to play on Ride the Lightning and on Master of Puppets. And it was during that Master of Puppets tour during 1986 in Sweden where the tragic bus accident occurred in which Cliff lost his life. As I was reading in, I think it's really nice that he was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with all of his bandmates when the band was inducted. Because I think he's an important element to the band's evolution and to their sound, and I think that he continues to be, if nothing else, a spiritual presence, especially for James and Kirk and Lars, in all that the band continues to do. And like I said at the beginning, y'all, I know that the band has new music and they're doing new things, but I wanted to get to Anesthesia, Pulling Teeth, for all of you that have wanted me to get to this classic bass solo from their very first record. So I thank you for your support and for suggesting it to me. And that is all for today, friends. Thanks very much. We'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.